An investigation is underway into two explosions in central Stockholm. The blasts rocked a busy shopping district on Saturday, killing one person and injuring two others. Police tell CNN at least one of the explosions was suspicious. And the Swedish news service TT says it received an email threat, along with Swedish security police, about 10 minutes before the first blast, criticizing Sweden's silence over controversial caricatures of the Prophet Muhammad, as well as the country's presence in Afghanistan. Swedish police have not confirmed this. For the latest developments, Ted Lundgren, a reporter with Swedish TV4, joins us now on the phone. So, Ted, police have not confirmed that this email had been received 10 minutes before the blasts occurred. What are authorities saying?
Well, even if I haven't confirmed it, several sources here in Sweden is describing this email where there is a threat against Sweden and the Swedish people for their participation in Afghanistan. So I think the Swedish police also has this connection clear, but they don't confirm it yet because the investigation is still going on.
And tell us, as we look at these pictures, we see the car on fire, a very suspicious explosion, the police say, especially the second one. What can you tell us about how the explosions occurred?
Well, first, at 5 o'clock local time, there was a car explosion, and there were two people injured. And just minutes later, there was this second explosion where one man was killed. Obviously, the conclusions now here is that that was some kind of a suicide mission, and that the two explosions are connected in some way.
Police say that there were two gas pipes or something like that found in the car that they thought caused the explosion, as well as a bag which was found near the man's body, the man who was killed.
Yes, in the car they found the gas tubes which exploded, and beside the killed man they found a bag containing what we know at this moment, a lot of metal scraps and nails and some kind of explosives. This didn't go off, and obviously just one out of 6 bombs on the man himself exploded. So if all these 6 bombs had exploded, it would have been catastrophic consequences, because there were a lot of people shopping in the streets.
And it seems also that the timing is also suspicious of the two explosions. First one, a series of initial explosions, and then another one. They were just a few minutes apart. What can you tell us about how close the explosions were time-wise and location-wise?
Well, there were only a few minutes between the two explosions, and the distance between them is just 200 yards. So there must be some kind of connection. It would be very peculiar if there isn't a connection. And the car itself is registered on a person which has a very typical non-Swedish name.
Non-Swedish meaning?
Some kind of Middle East or some kind of Arabic name, it sounds to me. I haven't investigated this further.
And we see there the car on fire. You mentioned that this is a busy intersection. Tell us how many people could have been there. What was the reaction? We know 2 people were injured.
Yes, around the car there wasn't so many people, but in the street where this man was killed, there were hundreds of people shopping, because it's the Christmas shopping is now starting here in Sweden, and it was a very busy street, and the shops were open, even if it still was late in the Saturday afternoon.
I wanted to go back to that email and what it claimed, basically the grievances expressed there about the Swedish presence, troop presence in Afghanistan, as well as cartoons that the person who wrote this email found offensive. How much of a tension is there in Sweden over these two particular topics?
I think this artist's works has created more tension than the participation of Swedish soldiers in Afghanistan, because this paintings have brought a lot of uproar in among Muslims here in Sweden and in Europe as well. So, and this mail sent to the Swedish National Agency and the Swedish Security Police is said to have contained sentences like, now your children, daughters and sisters will die in the same way as our brothers and sisters and children are dying.
And Ted, finally, was there a warning, a specific location telling people this is where you might expect something to happen?
According to the police, there was no warning of the place itself, no more warning than this mail that has been sent out approximately about 10 minutes before the explosions.